Hello, today I'm going to teach you and show you how to solve a Rubik's Cube. And it seems that it's really complicated, and it is a little bit, but it's not something that you cannot learn to do. I always thought I would never ever solve a Rubik's Cube or learn how to do it. I've always seen people do it, but I never thought I could do it, and I did. And once you learn how to do a few steps and a few algorithms, you could solve it no matter how messed up it is. And it's all messed up. There's no tricks that I did or anything, to it, whatever. So basically how you start is like this. You find the yellow in the center, okay? And there are a few kind of pieces. There are pieces that have only one color, which are the center pieces. They all have only one color and they never move. Then you have pieces that have two colors, which are on the side, the centers of the sides, and these all have two colors. They have, see, two colors. And then you have three colors, which are always the corner pieces. They have three colors. Now, you find the piece with the yellow center, and this is how you start. And what you want to do is form a cross. And you want the white on the ends with the yellow in the center. And you twist them around however you can to bring a white in the center to form a cross. So I got one already, and you gotta look around, see what you have. I have another one here. You twist it in a way where you can bring it up, and when you twist it up, it ends up being in the middle next to the center yellow, which I have two already. I have another one. And if you have more than one white, that's okay too. The main thing is getting the cross. I got one more to do, or to find, which is right there. I have to twist it around so it falls into place. And there we go. And see how I have an extra white? That doesn't matter. What you're looking for is this. The white cross with the yellow in the center. Now, once you have this completed, which is step one, then you have to look at each piece, each white piece that you have, and match it with the center of each piece that is the same color. So here we have orange, so you have to twist it to match with the orange. So you have that white piece. Now you've matched the second color of it, which is orange, with the center piece. Once you have that done, then what you do is you twist that piece 2 times, which is to the bottom. It doesn't matter right or left. It's just 2 times because you want it to be on the bottom. Okay, so we got 3 more to do. So here we have red, right? So we have to twist it. There it is. So we found the red center. Now again, we have to twist that till it reaches the bottom. 2 more to do. So blue. So we have to find the blue. There it is. And then we have to put it on the bottom. And it's a little more difficult the way I'm showing you, because it's like looking in a mirror. So I have to do it backwards. But anyways, I got one more to go. And it's the green, so I have to twist it till I find the green. And there's the green, and then twist it to the bottom. Now, you're done with that. So what do we have? Now you'll have a complete white cross. And you have to face that up. Now, once you have that done, the next step, which is step 2, is you need to position all the whites in the corners, because you need to complete the white. And the way you do that is you look at always at the bottom first. You find a piece that has white, and then the other color that it has, you have to match that color again with the center. So let's find where we have orange. There we go. So now we have orange. We matched it, and the other side is white. Now the white part you have to face towards you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this backwards so you can see how to position it and how to bring this up here. And the way you do that is whatever side is on, it's on, which is here. We have to put it here. You have to move the bottom first away, and you have to move it the opposite way. Don't go this way. You move it the opposite way away from you. Then you have to bring this down, the piece down where you want to position in. You bring it down, and then you move the piece back where it was. Okay? And then you flip it back up at the top. Now look what we did. We put the white into place, and it matches the color that it's supposed to match. Okay? And the white at the top. That's what you're looking for. They always have to match, otherwise it's not going to work. And I'll explain that in a minute. So we look for the next one. We don't have one that's in the right position. We have one up here, and we have one down here. So the way to position this into place would be, again, you kind of have to face it. It doesn't really matter the color at this point, because all we're really trying to do is to just bring it from the bottom back up on the top or the side. So you can, if you want to, turn it to where it corresponds with the color, but it doesn't really matter because the other side won't, because the piece is in the wrong place. So the way you do that is, wherever it is, like I said, it has to kind of face you. And then I will show you again backwards. So what you do is this. You would move it forward. You would move it forward, okay? Which to me it's backwards, but to you would be forward. Okay. But first, before you do that, you move, you move the bottom piece, which is this piece here. You move that away to the opposite corner. Then you move this piece forward. You move the other piece back into place. And then you move the other piece back into place where it was. Now, you didn't do nothing at the top, but what you did do is, guess what? You moved it over here. And not only did it do that, but it moved another one into position where you want. So, you look at it again, and now you do have to find the right color. So, the other side is red, so you have to match it with the red, and there we go. So we have it's matching with the red, and then you have to face the white towards you. Now I'm not going to do it backwards no more, because you already know what you need to do. So you would always face that white piece towards you, and then you move it to the opposite corner, bring that corner down towards you, move the piece back into place, and the other piece back into place. And now we've moved it at the top, and it is the right color, which is right here. You see? And let me explain another thing to you. What you're looking for is a T. For each color, you have to form a T. Don't worry about these pieces, even this one at the bottom or that one. Basically, you need to form a T with these 4 pieces. And once you have that, you know that it's correct, and you can move on to the next step. So we have to find another piece now, which is right here. It was the other piece, and it has blue, so we have to turn it till we find the blue, and we've matched it now with the blue, and there's the white. So the white towards you again, and now because it's on this other side, I have to move it the opposite way. So always turn it away from the corner that you're at. Bring that piece down, bring the other piece back into place, bring the other piece back up into place, and we have positioned now the other piece back in the corner. We have one more to do. Now we have this one here, and you're wondering, well, how am I going to get this one up here? Well, you kind of do the same thing with the one that was on the bottom, but you just turn it the opposite way. So basically what you do now is you would, and I'm going to face it towards you so you can see, and I'm doing it backwards for me, but you would have to face it towards you, but I'm going to do so you can see. So basically you would move it down, which would be towards you. You would move it down, and then it's down here. You move it the opposite quarter away from you, this piece back up, and now it's on the bottom. Now you do the other step again, which is to move this from here to here or here. So the way to do that, now we do what we did before, and again I will face it towards you so you can see, is right here, right? Or right here, it doesn't matter. But what you do is now you have to again move it the opposite corner, and then you move this one, instead of down towards you, you move it away from you. Okay, then you bring this one back into place where it was, and then you bring the other piece back into place. Now you didn't put it up here yet, however, take a look. You've moved it from here to here, and now you're able to put it into place, and it's already positioned with the red. It kind of falls into place when you do that, and I will show you, do it backwards again for me and show you. Again, you would have to face the white towards you when you do this, but I will show you again. Move it opposite corner away from you, move this down, and I'm sorry, the lights are on an automatic sensor movement. So, and then you move it into place and back up where this one was into place, and we have completed the white. Now this is one of the most difficult parts to do, but once you practice a few times, it'll be easy. And this is all without any algorithms, and there is a few more steps, because what we want to do is complete this whole 2 rows will be completed at the top without any algorithms. Now, if you take a look, I have formed the T that I was talking about. You see, there's the T. There's the T. Now you know that that's correct. The top is completed, the white, and you have formed your T. Now what you want to do is the bottom of each piece in the center, okay, will have to be positioned in the right place where it belongs. This one has blue and orange, so you have orange, and here's blue. So this piece would have to be moved up here. And the way to do that is, and if it's not in the right place, like here, you have orange and green, you would just have to move this till you find the orange. But right now, we will do this one since it's already in place. So the way to do that is, we need to move it here, is of course, you need to move this to the opposite corner, okay? Bring this piece down, okay? Bring this piece back into place, and then you bring it back up. Now, what we did was we moved the piece, however, we've now moved it down here. And of course, it's the white has to be completed. And now that piece that was down here, we've moved it in the corner, but now we're able to move it at the top. And I'm doing this, of course, backwards so you can see. But now, again, you move the white away. You bring the white down towards you. Bring the white, put it back into place, and then you flip it back at the top. Now we've put it back into place, and also we've moved this piece that was here back up here, and you have, see, the blue and the orange, and we've completed that corner. Now we move on to the next one. Green and orange. This is already into place. The colors match, and I need to move it in the same side again, so it's right there. So what we do is move this away, bring this piece down, move this back where it was into place, and now we move this piece back where it was into place. And again, it's not, the step is not done, but it is here, and we have to move it at the top. So you move it away, you bring this piece down, you move this into place, and then back up. And we've completed the top, and also we've completed the orange is completed. So now we move on to the next one, and you always start with a piece on the bottom that has no yellow. Now there will be times when you will, every piece will have a yellow on it, and you're always, of course, doing only the center pieces on the bottom. Sometimes you will have every piece that looks like this. Now obviously you can't move that here where it would have to go, because you have yellow, and yellow is supposed to be on the bottom. So the way you would do it is, you would just do the same thing as if you were trying to move this piece up here. You would just do the same step, and then when you do that, a piece will fall into place, which will be a piece that does not have yellow. And then you move that piece into its matching color, and then you were able to put it. And now I have to put that piece here because it's blue and red. So this piece has to be moved here. But again, when we do this, we will actually basically move it here, and then from there we will move it up at the corner. So again, because we move it on this side, and if you have to do it on this side, you would turn it the other way to the other corner. But because we're putting it here, we will move it to this corner. Bring this piece down, bring this piece in, and then this piece up. Now, you see how you, again, we have to put this one back into place. So you move it away from you, bring this down, and then bring this into place, and this back into place, and we have completed now the blue and the orange, and all we have left is the red and the green. Now again, here's another one that we can do. So move it to match with the red. There we go. And this one has green, so we have to move it obviously on this side right there. So now we do the same thing. You move this away, bring this down, move this back, bring this back up. And then we have to put the other piece back into place. Move it away, bring this down, bring the white back, and bring this back. And now we've completed the green, orange, and the blue, and the red. And the other one just fell into place. Sometimes that happens. So this is what you're looking for, and this is what you need to do, all the steps to complete this. And all you have left now, and you have to flip it now around, is the top to do. So now we do our first algorithm. And see how we have yellow? Now, sometimes you'll get a straight line. Sometimes you'll get only this, okay? If you have just this, then you would twist the top to where this is up at the top, not down here towards you. Okay, so because I have the line, a straight line across, it has to stay this way, not like this. It would have to be like this. So, the first algorithm. Now, I am going to do this facing me because it's a little more complicated to do it backwards. But just remember that this is how you would doing it, how you would be doing it if it was facing you. So the front is obviously the front. You keep the yellow at the top, okay? Yellow at the top, and this is my front. This is my front, this is the orange. So you would have to twist the top one time clockwise. I'm sorry, the front. One time clockwise, the front. Then the top, one time clockwise. Then the right, one time clockwise. Then you reverse your steps. The top, counterclockwise once. The right, counterclockwise once. And then the front, counterclockwise once. Now we have the L, kind of an L that I told you about, and we will turn it around where it's up at the top. See, it's before it was like this, so it was at the bottom towards me. You have to move it away from you, which is now at the top, okay? And you have a yellow piece right here facing away from you. This is how you want to position it for the next step. And you just repeat the same algorithm again. Front clockwise, top clockwise, right clockwise. Then you kind of reverse that. Top counterclockwise, right counterclockwise, and front counterclockwise. Now you formed something which they call a fish. You see how it kind of looks like this is the tail? Kind of looks like the fish, a fish right there. Okay, this is what you want to form. And you always want to keep the tail away from you. So this would be my right side at the top is where you want the gap in the tail to be. And always the head of the fish to face down towards you and the left side towards you on the bottom. And then this is the other position that I see, and then you have a yellow piece over here. Now, sometimes this will be algorithm 2, which we're going to do now. Sometimes you have to repeat, just like I did the first algorithm, more than once. Sometimes you got to repeat the first algorithm 2-3 times, sometimes 4 times. It doesn't matter until you get the fish. Once you get the fish, okay, then you can repeat the next algorithm. And the next algorithm will be like this. You position it, like I said, with the tail away at the top, away from you on the right side. The next algorithm is right clockwise, top clockwise, right counterclockwise, top clockwise, right clockwise, top clockwise 2 times, and right counterclockwise. Now we've completed the yellow by doing that algorithm. Now we move on to algorithm 3. And again, even algorithm 3, sometimes you've got to repeat more than once, which I probably will have to do. So what you're looking for now is we have to position how you have 2 here. All of them have to look like that. Each color will have to have 2 matching colors in the corners. And the way to do that is, and sometimes you don't have none of them that match, and that's for sure you'll have to repeat the algorithm more than once. But I happen to have 2 already, and when you have that, it's a little bit faster, but you still have to do the same algorithm. What you want to do is face it to your left side. Those 2 pieces to your left side. So the next algorithm is a little bit longer, but I'll show you how it's easy to remember. So the steps you do next is left clockwise, top clockwise, right clockwise. Then you kind of reverse. You do top counterclockwise, left counterclockwise. Then you go back at the top and do top clockwise and right counterclockwise. Now, the algorithm is not done. It's only halfway done. But I'm going to show you this because it's going to be easier to remember. The next step is it kind of forms the fish again. So all you do is algorithm 2 again, which will be easy to remember algorithm 3. Once you do that half of the algorithm that I already did, then you have the fish again, and now you do algorithm 2 to complete the fish, the yellow at the top. So you do right clockwise, top clockwise, right counterclockwise, top clockwise, right clockwise, top 2 times clockwise, and then right counterclockwise. And we've completed the yellow back again, but now we've done what I said and put every corners 2 colors to match. Now you just turn it to match with its color, and you will have something that looks like this. All the corners now are done and matched. And the last step, which is the last algorithm, would be to move over the red over to the next square, which will complete the cube. So to do that, we do the last algorithm. Because usually if you do have one solid back completed, then you would have to keep that back away from you like this. See, this is towards me, this is away from me. And always the yellow stays at the top. But because every single one is the same, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to complete the algorithm more than once. So the last algorithm is front 2 times clockwise, top 1 time clockwise, right counterclockwise, left counterclockwise, then front again 2 times clockwise. Then you move them back, which is right clockwise, left clockwise, top clockwise 1 time, and then front counterclockwise twice, which we put it back where it was. But now we have moved them over, and not only that, but I have one solid back completed now, if you see. So now I will have to do the algorithm one more time. because it's moving them towards it's moving them around clockwise. So now we have to move the orange over here. But now we have a solid black back, so that's what you want to keep away from you. And you do the same algorithm again. Front clockwise 2 times. Top clockwise 1 time. Right counterclockwise. Left counterclockwise. Front clockwise 2 times. Right clockwise. Left clockwise. Top clockwise. And front back 2 times counterclockwise. And we have solved the Rubik's Cube. See that? Now, that's how easy it is. You just have to learn 4 algorithms and steps in the beginning that solves the top and the middle part, which I think is 1, 2, 3 steps that you have to do to complete that. And sorry about my lights again on a sensor. So there you go. I hope this was helpful, and have fun trying to figure it out and to do it. And good luck, and I'm out.